TonyD with the new artist profile.
Bring the beat in. Yeah. And we gonna do it again for y'all. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
So you got new music and you need radio play. Let me tell you about a show.
Yo, what's up, family? It's your boy TonyD on the radio, once again bringing you up close with TonyD. And we're doing something a little bit different this week because we are outside of the studio at Christian Sounds Entertainment Studios. We took the show on the road all the way to Atlanta, Georgia, and we are in the wonderful home of this prolific songwriter, entertainer, musician, but most of all, awesome anointed man of God, Author Roland. What's going on?
Hey brother, what's going on? Good to see you,
good
man.
to see you, man.
Glad to have you in the home, man.
So like me and Arthur, well, let me tell the truth. Arthur has extended the invitation for me to come several times, but TonyD's been like crazy busy. So I had an opportunity to come hang out with him today, man, and I'm just excited to be able to introduce you guys to Author Roland. You probably already know him if you know anything about quartet music or just music in general from the gospel music arena. But for those who don't know you, Author, just tell the viewers a little bit about who you are.
I'm Author Roland, the guitar player, as it says, just humanitarian. I'm just that dude. I've been doing this quartet music stuff for, I'll be telling my age if I say this, but over 30 years. I work with all the artists you probably have known, from the Williams Brothers to Dottie Peoples, to Shirley Caesar, to Lucille Pope and the Pearly Gates, to the Blind Boys of Alabama, to so many artists I've worked with over the years.
Wow.
Quartet circuit.
Wow. So how long have you been playing guitar?
I've been playing guitar since I was 6 years old. So that's over 40 years, man.
Wow.
I've been playing. And the funny thing about me playing was I went to sleep one night and I had a dream that I could play guitar. And that's how I learned to play guitar. I woke up and I started playing, and I've been playing it ever since.
Wow. Tell me, ain't that something?
So I know it was God, man, for
That's
sure.
awesome. That's awesome. So in your travels of over, 30 some odd years in the gospel music arena, tell us some of the most exciting experiences you've ever had.
Oh wow. It just continues, man, from visiting to the White House to being in some remote places in Switzerland and Norway, living and staying in castles, and meeting queens and kings of different countries. It's been an awesome experience.
Wow.
Those kind of things are things you never forget.
So who did you get a chance to meet at the White House?
I went into the White House during the Reagan era the first time.
Okay.
Then the Bill Clinton era.
Okay.
So yeah, that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So that when they say that God will place you before mighty men, that's true for you, huh?
Exactly right. And it's an awesome thing that I never thought that in the day of doing music that it would open up so many opportunities and places for me to go that I would never ever got a chance to go. Just from being. Just being that dude out on the street, man. So the music has made room for man. When the Bible says your gift will make room for you, that's exactly what happens, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about how you got into songwriting and transitioned from being a musician on the road to being a songwriter.
Because for a lot of years, all I did was just tour with people. Probably sitting in the guitar player to go on the road with me. The fact that you could sing and play made you kind of a little bit more likable for people, because they always wanted people that can do dual things.
Right.
Just watching everybody else working and be in the studio all the time, I always used to tell myself I can do that. And for a long time, I was writing behind the scenes for so many people that people didn't know. They hear a song go, and I would go like, "Have you ever checked the credits on that song?" They were like, "Man, you wrote that?" I go, "Yeah." But it was just, I was just content with just being that dude, just being the behind the scenes, because I always felt like that it wasn't, my place. God didn't call me to do that out front thing. But then one day God spoke to me after doing all that. He said, "Now it's your turn." He said, "For so long you've been just talking about how you really wasn't really pleased with the way people were delivering the music now, and how the music has no content, no lyrical contents about God. It's all just fluff and fluff." He said, "Well, why don't you?" I said, "God, that's not my arena. That's not my calling. But I have to be reminded that when He calls you, He equips you." And so, not knowing really, man, how I was going to go about doing this, He just said, "Just do it. You've been watching everybody else do it for so long. Just do it." And I went out, man. My biggest fear was worried about how people would receive me. And putting out music of your own, it's like really pouring out part of you that's inside of you. So it's always, once you become vulnerable and you kill yourself before the world, you wonder how it's going to come back.
Right.
And a lot of people can't handle it because it crushes them when you get criticism, whatever. But every day since, man, it's just been a blessing. My music is playing all over the world thanks to guys like you. I mean, you know, we've been here talking and you know, social media is an amazing thing, you know, and just learning how to make those tools work for you. I tell every artist now that there's so many tools available for you to get your music out there. But back what I was saying, it was just that the hardest part for me was to be transparent, because what I had to realize that the same struggles that I was dealing with, things that I deal with spiritually and personally every day, are the same thing that so many other people deal with, that they don't get a chance to talk about, or they don't get a chance to relate to, because other people don't talk to them about it. So when I started to just be transparent in my music and deliver with my lyrics, people will come, oh yeah, man, I could relate to that song because I've been through that. You know, I don't think it was just me. So then I started to realize the purpose behind why God had me doing what I'm doing.
There's a saying that one of my pastors used to say, that God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the one who He calls.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah,
that's real, because like I said, that desire to hold a microphone in my hand and be before men, that's something that you gotta really want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't something that I really grasped and went towards in the beginning. But I understand that, you know, this was my calling. This is what God had equipped me, been equipping me for all these years and preparing me for. So now I tell people I'm not an entertainer, and they need to understand I'm not an entertainer. I'm just that dude that I write songs. I go before people and I sit down sometime on my stool and I tell them a story. And in the meantime, after I tell them a story, I sing them a song that came out of that story or that situation that I went through. Yeah, but we just really follow what God is leading us in direction. So like I said, a lot of times we don't have to even understand or even get the grasp of how God is going to take us to higher heights that we can't even imagine going to. But that project was one that I did. That I was writing material for someone else, and God said, just put it out. And it did amazing things for me. As you see the plaque over there, it was one of my biggest selling projects, but it was meant for somebody else. But what I thought was from somebody else, God had for me.
Right.
But the latest project, and you guys are playing a lot, it's called Stepping Out of Myself. That's what Stepping Out of Myself is about. It's about me actually saying, okay, I can't blame the record company because they want to put me in this pigeonhole and make me record this music. I can't blame the writers and the producers because they wrote this type of song. I want to write, I want to produce, and I want to record in my own studio, all of my own music. I want to have control of all the entities. So that's what Stepping Out of Myself was about. It's my first project, stepping out of me, where I control everything.
Wow.
And everything that's involved in it is about myself.
Wow.
From the production to the writing to the playing, everything. I play everything on those projects. So
we're going to listen to what song you want us to play right now?
We're going to play Oh What a Change. It's a big song for me right now.
We're going to play Oh What a Change, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this one, and we'll be right back with more of Up Close with Tony D and our featured artist this week, Mr. Arthur Roland. Oh What a Change, right here. Turn your radio, turn the TVs up loud. You're going to love this one. We'll be right back.
Just can't hide. Got me feeling so good inside. Got me riding a natural high. So good, I can't describe. It's a love, true, true love. God shining down from up above. It's a true love.
Yes, he did.
He changed my way of talking.
Yes, he did.
Changed my way of thinking. Gave me a new mind, a real new mind.
Oh, what a change since I gave my life to Jesus.
Yeah. saved my life, Jesus. I'm really being changed.
What a change.
What's up, fam? It's your boy TonyD on the radio, host of Up Close with Tony D, and I'm excited to be able to bring to you an awesome artist all the way from Clarksville, Tennessee. I got it right, Clarksville, Tennessee. Her name is Greta. She came to hang out with us in the studios, and we want to introduce you to her ministry. How you doing, Greta?
Good.
Thank you for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Tell the viewers a little bit about who you are.
Well, as you said, my name is Greta, and I'm so excited to be here today to introduce our new project. It's entitled Naked, and what I do is what I've dubbed Gosperational soul. It's basically jazz and R&B and neo soul, all on a plate of the gospel.
Right. So Gosperational soul. I like that. Tell me some of your musical influences in that melting pot of different styles of jazz and neo soul and gospel.
So as a child, basically I grew up in Tuskegee, Alabama, and as I was growing up, the Commodores basically were emerging as a national and international force in the R&B world. And the basis of that group, Ronald LaPred, actually was mentoring a girl group that I was in. And so that was kind of the R&B influence. And then as I matriculated through school, I went to the University of Alabama, and there I was a jazz band vocalist. And two of my influences, because I did a lot of pageants, and my accompanist turned out to be Cedric Dent and Mervyn Warren, who were original members of Take Six. So I had a lot of influences very early in my life, of those kinds of music. My father also was the quintessential wedding singer.
Okay.
So
he was the wedding singer before the movie The Wedding Singer.
Way before the movie.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's actually 86 now.
Wow.
But, collected all kinds of music, every genre. So I don't know if you even know Billy Eckstine, and Nat King Cole, and all of those kind of people. Eartha Kitt and Sarah Vaughan, all of those kinds of music. And then my brother had Etta James, and then my brother had the Funkadelics, and just he had a different spin on it, because there was that. Then there was the whole gamut of things he had, because there was Prince that I threw in, and then
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, and I love Stevie Wonder.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Just all of that
kind
of threw in just into a melting pot of all of those kind of things, and all of that influenced me growing up, and so this is what you get.
Right. Well, it definitely comes out in your music. Who, from the gospel side, was one of your influences?
There's so many. Definitely, by the time I got to medical school, the Word of God really became something that I just hung on. So Fred Hammond and Yolanda Adams, and then certainly Kim Burrell was a big influence. So I just remember getting ready for exams, because they came in blocks at the University of Michigan, and I would just put my earphones on and just go for weeks not talking to people, and just
listening to music.
Just completely just embedded in the Word of God through music.
Right.
So those are my friends. And actually, I invited Yolanda Adams to my graduation, and I know she doesn't remember, but she was judging a gospel competition at Straight Gate Church. She was one of the
that's in Detroit.
She was there as an MC of those big gospel competitions.
Right.
So I invited her to come to my graduation, because I felt like she was such an influence and had helped me so much.
So this is not your freshman project. Tell us a little bit about your first project.
The very first project I did was an EP, and it started while I was at the University of Michigan. I was really confused and didn't know what to do. I was finishing medical school at the University of Michigan, and just was really struggling. And I was like, okay, I was trying to really cut music out I was trying to just do one thing, which I had never done in my life. So I started singing when I was 5. And so I got into Michigan, and I was trying to be focused. I call myself focusing on the gifting God had given me. So I knew that I had gotten into the University of Michigan, which is a top 10 medical school in the United States. And so I was thankful to God, and I was going to show him,
right?
I was going to show him how thankful I was by just focusing on medicine. That didn't work out. And I realized that singing for me is like Samson's hair. So cutting that off was to my detriment. So I realized that I needed to do that in order to thrive. Because as soon as I started trying to not sing, I started not doing well in school. Started doing really bad. So I started singing again, and I started doing well. So I was like, okay. But before I got that revelation, I got 3 calls really quickly from people I hadn't seen in a very long time. Because I prayed and asked the Lord to really tell me what I should be doing. And because I started noticing that I was not doing well in school. And so I got 3 calls really quickly from people I hadn't heard from in a very long time, asking me, like, where are you singing? When was the last time you sang? Just asking me randomly about my singing. And so that was my confirmation that I should continue to sing. And so I was like, okay, I got it.
Wow.
And I knew that my family didn't understand that. They had invested a lot in my education and gotten to. And so when I started to sing, though, again, I started to do well in school. And as a matter of fact, the grading system at the time was either pass, high pass, which only 10% of the class got, and then the top 5% got honors. And so I started getting high pass and honors when I started singing again.
So singing is therapy for you, really. It's your place of escape. It's your place to release stress, anxiety, issues, whatever.
It's a little bit more than that, because like I said, it's like
Samson's hair. So it's what you're supposed to be doing.
It's my calling. It's a part of who I am. So you take that away, then I'm not sure
where you're supposed to be. Right.
It kind of disorganizes me. So.
You're not going to want to miss this, folks.
Elevate Magazine is a unique bi-monthly digital interactive magazine. It's called the Believer's Lifestyle Magazine because it covers all areas of our day-to-day walk, from health, fitness, fashion, and travel. Elevate has something for everyone. Elevate.
The next big thing.
Elevate's exclusives will keep you informed and empowered. Elevate is a fresh look into the life of everyday people as well as your favorite celebrities. To subscribe to Elevate, go to elevatemagazine.com.
It's simple.
That's ELEV, 8magazine.com. Or for more info, call 470-223-8687. Elevate. Follow Elevate on all social media at Elevate Mag. That's ELEV, 8MAG.
That's right. Come on, let's go.
Elevate Magazine. Engage, uplift, elevate.
Every time I turn around, he keeps on blessing me. Every time I turn around, he keeps on blessing me. When I look to my left, look to my right, he's taking care of me, yeah. Every time I turn around, he keeps on blessing me. Help me say. Every time I turn around, he keeps on blessing me. Every time I turn around, yes he does. When I look to my left, he's taking care of me. Yes he does. Yeah. He keeps on blessing me. Lately, I don't understand how you keep on blessing me over and over again. Even when I'm falling short, I don't deserve your grace and love and kindness and your favor every time I turn.
So with as I listen to your project, that kind of gives me that same type of feel that a lot of the influences and the types of music you listen to, along with the word that's strong in you, came out in this project. Is that true? Fair assessment?
I could say yes, that's true.
Okay.
Because the cross section of all of the things that I was exposed to, you definitely hear that. And even in this project, like I said, this is the first one that I actually didn't write every single song.
Okay.
And that was difficult for me. But
why so?
It's easy now, having done it a different way. It's easy to sing something that you wrote that came from you or from God through you, but when somebody else wrote it, now you have to internalize it and make it yours in order to deliver it.
But do you think that's a good thing to collaborate with other artists to give you the different feels, different sounds, different?
Yes.
Because what happens is a lot of times you get, if you're just only doing it, your songs, your way, your vision, your feel, then you become, I won't say dated, that's not the word I'm trying to find, but it's like it puts you in a box.
It puts you in a
make
box,
you versatile,
and it becomes repetitive because you like what you like.
Right.
And we at some point you kind of stop exploring almost.
Right.
Because you already know what you like, and there's a certain thing that you become accustomed to. Once you do that merging of sounds and intonations in your mind and in your brain, then it's already merged. But then when you collaborate with other artists, that creativity kind of gets stirred up again.
Right.
And so I do think it is important to collaborate with other people, because it'll kind of stir up all of those things afresh and anew.
So artists, if you're out there watching, collaborate with other people, okay? Just don't think all your stuff is the only dopest stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? But that just makes you more of a professional in your own right. You learn from people like that, and it just takes you to a whole nother different level. So you go back and listen to your old stuff, and you're like, you know, I mean, that's great. I'm telling you, the music is awesome. Every track is dope, and it's a must-have project. And you guys know I'm always talking about packaging and presentation. You guys, she has a great project here. It's packaged well. She spent time. She has a budget, obviously, and the promotion of this is awesome. This is all around good project. So TonyD endorses Naked by Greta. As a matter of fact, we're going to play one of my personal favorites. I've been wearing it out on the new artist profile, For My Good. So sit back, relax, and enjoy For My Good from our feature artist this week and Up Close with TonyD, gospel recording artist Greta from Clarksville, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this.
By now, oh well, I missed that boat somehow. It won't get me down. I don't wear a rough around. I found the love of Jesus Christ. Got that agape love all in my life. It feels so nice. Yeah, it feels so nice. And it's for my good. It is for my good. All things work together for my good. It could have played out another way, but I'm happy to say it's working together for my good. I found some friends who fell along the way, some habits that led me astray. I let them go. Yeah, they had to go. Now he's giving me so much more. Replace those things with eternal joy. Yeah, I have peace. Yeah, I live in peace. And it's for my good. It is for my good. All things work together for my good. It could have played out another way, but
told you guys we're going to love that. That was For My Good from gospel recording artist Greta, emerging artist. You want to make sure you follow on all social media. Well, I'm telling you guys, you definitely want to download this project. We were going to let you know how you can get it. But we're going to ask Miss Greta to give all your social media information and anything else you want to let the viewers know about you and your ministry, or how they can invite you out to minister or whatever.
So you can link up with me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram at Greta Manning Official or Greta Man. And my website is my name, GretaManning. That's www.gretamanning.com. You can also get my music there, and you can find information about how to get in touch with us. We do conferences. I also speak about hypertension, diabetes, and any other medical disorder, because I am a family medicine physician by trade. And so I'd be happy to come to your church and sing or speak or whatever you would have me to do.
So you guys can follow us on WNRR Gospel 1380 AM, the New Artist Profile airing every Saturday from 8 to 11 a.m. Or you can follow me on social media. The New Artist Profile airs throughout the week on somebody's station, 7 days a week. All right, so follow me on Facebook, TonyD on the radio, or Dallas A. Frazier. Once again, we're excited about Greta being in the studio with us. And again, follow her on all social media. Download the project. You've been tuned in to Tony D, Up Close with Tony D, and our featured guest this week, Greta. All right, as always, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge God, and He will direct your path. Because we serve a God who can do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you can even ask or think. So whatever you're asking God for right now, He can exceed that by 1 skrillion. Yes, I do make up words. Amen. Living your life is easy. Living your life is as easy as ABC. If you always believe Christ, your life will never be the same. Make sure you're living your life G-rated. What's G-rated? Living a lifestyle that's pleasing to God and brings glory to Him in all that you do. I'm your boy Tony D on the radio. Until next time with you. Chill.